What's up, guys? Been a while. I think about 3 months since I've uploaded to this channel. Lots happened in the last few months. Whole lot of nothing and a whole lot of something. Not sure who is still even here, to be honest, that watched previously. You might have even forgot that you were even subscribed to this channel. I don't blame you. I would have forgot to, trust me. Basically what happened was I hit a pretty all-time low mentally, and things have gotten really difficult over the last couple months. Nothing's gotten better. No situation has ever improved. You know, I'm still here, which is a benefit and a positive in itself, but I've just been trying to stay alive, you know, try to get through the days as best as I can with a smile on my face, and it hasn't been easy at all. The reason I stopped uploading on this channel was because I ended up making the content that I made here on my main channel, just because I got so burnt out of my main channel and didn't want to do that anymore, to where I wanted to see if maybe changing the content style would get my spark back and stuff, and that just did not happen at all. In fact, it made it worse, because watching my view counts and stuff and subscriber counts just drop made it even worse mentally to try to like fit through or get through this, because this was one of my biggest motivators, you know, to continue on in life, was to achieve my dream of becoming a YouTuber. And when I was slowly getting there with my main, it was great. I was seemingly at an all-time high at that point in my life, but man, can things really turn upside down in the blink of an eye. It's kind of nuts. But yeah, I started uploading these kind of videos on my main channel just to see if I could get my spark back and maybe enjoy making YouTube videos again, which it didn't work. I ended up just taking multiple breaks from my main channel and would maybe upload once a week or once every couple weeks, if that, and it sucked. That's not at all what I wanted, because I knew it was gonna happen, and it was part of the reason why I was so hesitant to even stop on my main channel, even though, you know, my subscribers and stuff were saying, oh, to do what's best for me and to take a break because mental health matters. But I just knew deep down the kind of person I am, and I need discipline, because you know, once I have that break, it's so hard for me to get my discipline back. I'm not a very disciplined person as is. I lack a lot of self-control and self-discipline, but once I have it, you know, I don't really like to break habits. So when I was uploading videos every single day, I was so committed to it for a year that I didn't break it, even when I wasn't enjoying it for like months on end, because I knew that if I stop for a single day, then it's going to turn into a bigger problem where I just don't upload for months on end. And that's almost where I almost completely gave up on my YouTube channel. I think the only reason I didn't was because I just would get so bored not doing anything at home that I would just make a YouTube video to try to, you know, kill the time. And maybe I kind of ended up taking it as almost a journaling, where I would kind of document my days to see if maybe that would help. Maybe if that would help my situation and make things feel better. It didn't. In fact, I feel like it might have made it worse, because I was stuck in a loop of always talking about it and never just shutting up and letting things play out. And then that brings us to here, where I'm back on this second channel, though, because, you know, I started uploading again on my main channel, and that's been nice. It's been a nice refresh, you know, feeling like I found or that I have my purpose in my life, because that was something I enjoyed doing all the time, and it's good to be back and feel good doing it also. But the reason I'm back on this channel was because I'm only sticking to the For Honor on my main channel. I'm not going to upload anything else, because I tried, but algorithms are so unforgiving on YouTube, and it was very clear that I was not going to be able to do anything other than that if I wanted that channel to be successful, because I already built up the recommendation feed and stuff from that kind of content, so trying to do anything else will just hinder it horribly. And so I just have to stick on that. And since I already started making kind of podcasty content on this channel, you know, a few months ago, this is kind of what the algorithm is. I have no idea what it's tied to. I haven't found that category, I guess is the word I'm looking for this kind of stuff. So hopefully this will work better. But I've also gotten a lot better at talking and it's not really going to be focused on a topic unless someone brings up something in the comments or it comes to mind. It's more of just going to be a more personal dive into my life and stuff for all the people that are interested from my main channel. Or if anyone comes across this in the For You page, how's it going? I'm a aspiring YouTuber at 24 years old, and I have a main channel that's doing pretty good. But you know, at the end of the day, this is the kind of content I wanted to make all the time. I know I've said it 100 times. I like yapping. I'm quite the chatter. I don't know why. I don't know what part of my life got me to this point, because I used to be pretty quiet all the time, and then I don't know, something recently kind of caused me to just not want to shut up. It might have honestly been because, you know, a lot of my childhood, I felt like I wasn't able to actually talk about my feelings and stuff. So this is kind of my therapy in a way, my way of regaining my power back with that stuff. I find it very therapeutic to just sit with someone and talk to them for hours on end. I don't really have anyone like that in my circle anymore, because all my friends and stuff, you know, they got their own lives. My siblings aren't really like that. Like, I bother them when I want to just openly talk for a while. But so the only real solution is to talk to myself and maybe profit off of it. That sounds pretty cool. That's what brings me here. For all the ones that are, you know, new to my channel and don't know who I am or what I do. I don't really do much. I'm kind of just trying to make it through life like everyone else. I'm learning my own ways of getting through life. Learning a lot of lessons, a lot of rough ones, but you know, better now than never. You know, at the end of the day, this kind of stuff is going to make me a better person, so I got to appreciate it. While it is absolute dog wiener in the moment, I'll look back on it and be glad that I'm in this position. I'm gonna be very, I don't know if there's a word for it, but with this channel, I'm pretty much only gonna upload when I feel like it, until it gets to a point where it like can have a schedule, or I can actually dedicate all the time and effort to making it into a schedule. But for now, this kind of stuff just has to be when I feel like it, because otherwise it's just I'm gonna get burnt out instantly. And I can't force it. I can't force this kind of stuff, because I've figured out that forcing it isn't, I can't even think of the word. It makes the content so unenjoyable when it's forced. Because if I just have to talk out of my ass just to make a video, not even just talking out of my ass because I feel like it, but in the sense of doing it because I have to get a video out, it just, you could tell it sucks. Because if I'm not in it or I'm not feeling it, then the viewer's not. And that's a huge thing to note when making YouTube videos, is that your vibe projects the viewership experience quite heavily. So I just gotta make sure that I'm always enjoying it. That way the viewers can enjoy it. But this, at the end of the day, is for me. So I'm gonna treat it that way. I'm gonna do what I feel like it when it comes to this, and I'm gonna upload when I feel like it. It's not gonna be like once a month or something stupid, unless I just fall off the fucking face of the earth again. But I really shouldn't. I mean, I am getting much better comparative to where I was, you know, when I first started making this channel. This has been the lowest I've ever been in my life. I started doing shit that I refused to do because I was expecting it to somehow change the fucking outcome, because I don't know. Just don't change for anybody. It doesn't fucking do anything. Like, I ended up doing things that I used to swear to never do. Like, I swore against like drinking alcohol because I had a pretty bad night like 6 years ago, and I made a vow to myself that day that I was never gonna get back into it. And then recently, within the last couple months, I started heavily drinking just to try to fill a void. And that's not me. That never has been me. And I am not proud that I got to that point. And I definitely took it to an extreme this weekend and basically reminded myself why I said I was never gonna do that. And I'm done. On Sunday, I emptied out all the bottles that I had. Didn't matter if it was full, and I spent $50 fucking on it. It went straight down the sink, because I'm not that's not me, and I'm not gonna pick up bad habits that I never had before because of a person. Stupid. I'm almost like gaslighting myself into believing that I wasn't a good person and I didn't do everything that I like could have done. I know better, and I learned the hard way. But you know, everyone's gotta experience it. Gotta go through it at some point. Gotta hit rock bottom. I sure did. I'm glad to be out of it though. You know, I still don't feel great, but you know, what can you do anymore? I'm just letting them be the person they want to be. I realized that I was very wrong about them. I was unfortunately too hopeful. High on hopium really is the best way to put it. I didn't want to listen to anyone. I wanted to do what I thought was right and to have the good faith in them that they weren't exactly who they were showing me to be. At the end of the day, guys, take the advice from the people around you. Take it with a grain of salt, but you know, sometimes they're right, and I didn't want to listen. I wanted to have the good faith, and it bit me in the ass. So that's my fault. Should have known better. But I hope I can, you know, talk through my experiences to hopefully prevent some of you from going through it. It really is a tale as old as time. Never fucking beg someone to be in your life. They want to go, let them go. I didn't want to believe that people could just be as big of a part in your life as they are and then just treat you like fucking nothing on a dime. The switch ups are crazy. It caught me so off guard. I still can't even process it, and I'll never probably be able to. But you know what? That's fucking life. Just don't change who you are, and if this shit ever happens to you, don't punish the next person you meet for someone else's actions that they never met and never had any influence on. Like, I'm probably gonna be a little bit more reserved, sure, and a little bit more defensive, but I'm not gonna completely cut out aspects of my life and about me because someone else took me for granted and treated me like shit. Not fair to them. I'm just gonna keep doing me, keep doing what I think is fun. I'm not really giving a shit about anyone right now. Like, I'm obviously treating people with respect as I should, but I'm doing my own thing for a while. I need to just be alone to an extent. You know, like I'll have plenty of people in my circle to talk to and, you know, have friends and stuff, but when it comes to any sort of deeper connection with anyone, I'm taking a hard pass on that for a bit. I'm not by any means ready for something like that, so I'm not gonna lie to myself and end up hurting other people because, you know, I'm impatient or something. And I'm definitely not about to jump into something that isn't meant for me just because I'm lonely or something. I don't give a fuck. I'm fine. I'm just gonna be as pure to myself as I can be. I didn't deserve the shit that happened to me, and I definitely didn't deserve to be treated like fucking nothing. But you don't always get what you deserve. That's for sure. So yeah, that's kind of a little mini update on me. I'm basically just gonna be yapping and ranting over here as I was before, but I'm definitely gonna do it more for myself now. A whole lot of nothing has really happened over the last couple of months. I've just been trying to survive, but you know, with that being said, I got ambitions and goals that I'm gonna try to push for. I'm gonna keep it a little under the radar because, you know, sometimes talking about it doesn't necessarily help and it actually hinders your progress. So just gonna be doing updates or just random shit, maybe like once or twice a week, and I'll go from there. But hope everyone that sees this is doing good in life and that, you know, things are gonna look up if they're not doing the best right now. I know things will lighten up in the future. Things do always get better. It just takes time, and unfortunately, time can only pass at a certain pace, you know? It'll feel slow as shit in the moment, but then you'll look back and then boom, 5 months have gone by, which is where I'm at right now. So, hope you guys are doing good. Hope you enjoyed my random ass shit that, you know, hopefully it did something for you guys. I missed y'all, and I hope to be here permanently. But yep, that's all I got, and I'm gonna close it out there. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.